beef stroganoff. What do you think? That sounds like a yummy dinner.
Jennifer and I have had a really interesting 4 years trying to take care of our daughter, and in a couple days we find out if she's autistic.
We've been living with her for 4.5 years, so we already know that she's really different than most kids. We know that she has difficulty learning things, and a lot of things are hard for her to get a hold of, hard for her to figure out, hard for her to learn. So she just learned to walk last year. That was a really big, important thing for us to see her walking. She's not talking yet, and we don't actually know if we'll ever have a full conversation with her. We're hoping to develop communication with her.
She won't make eye contact, and when I come into the room after work, she won't make eye contact. She won't really acknowledge that I'm there. And then, once a month she'll look over and just give me this great big smile, and it's like she's a regular kid. I go over and give her a big hug, but most days she just ignores me, and that's pretty hard.
There you go. It's a chicken sound. Teeth, what's this? You looking outside? Yeah, I hear you grinding your teeth. Alright, stay.
When you conceive a child and you're waiting for its birth, you have all these visions of it doing the things that you enjoyed as a kid, maybe playing soccer, as in Chris's case, and I figured finger painting and running around, and I'd make her little dresses, and we would have tea parties, and I don't know, there were just these little images that we just kind of looked forward to. Oh, I was going to teach her about great artists, and we'd go to museums, and by the age of 5 she'd already be able to pick out a Picasso at this point. That's kind of what I pictured. So when we really had to come to the realization that Naomi's path was going to be so much different than every other child's that we know, we went through this big grieving process. We actually had to kind of say goodbye and let go of the child we envisioned raising, because that wasn't the child that we had. So parenting the first couple of years was hard because we were grieving and letting go of a child that we didn't have, and learning how to deal with all the challenges of raising the child we did have, that we loved, but our world felt really mixed up and funny, to say the least.
And you ready for this? It's all yummy.
To be honest, if you laid out 10 things that are typical of autistic kids, Naomi displays 10 of those traits. It's really remarkable, so I think we're expecting a diagnosis that she's autistic. Yeah, the autism title will be a nice shortcut so we can explain to people, oh, my daughter's autistic, and so that's going to be easy just for conversation, but day to day it's going to have no impact on how we deal with her and how we help her develop.
Yeah.
Naomi and I are about to get in the car. We're headed out to a facility out in Rancho Cordova. It's a Kaiser clinic. And Naomi's going to be screened for autism disorder. It's just going to be me and Naomi. My husband wasn't able to get out of work, so he helped me fill out paperwork last night. There was several worksheets, questions, some of them long answer forms, so he helped fill out a lot of paperwork last night and helped me get prepared, but I'm going today on my own. Let's see where this mystery place is. Yeah. You like the way? Yeah. They do think that she has full autism, so to speak, and they do want to do some more, they want more testing for her, so we're going to have an appointment probably this coming week with a speech therapist. Well, I'm getting a little battle weary, so someone can tell me now that my daughter has the intellect of a 5-month-old child, and I'm getting okay with that. I mean, the first few times I heard that, kind of challenging, and you would think a year later that might have creeped up to 6 or 7 months, but we're still kind of in that same place. So cognitively, she hasn't really changed much in the last year. And, you know, of course we'd hope for better than that. But we have had some other positive developments this year, so we're focusing on that and figuring out how to help her move forward cognitively. So, yeah, how do I feel about that? I'm glad that there are other people on our team that are going to help us figure out that next step.